What's up guys, welcome back again to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be teaching you guys 11 easy and best ways to improve your SEO ranking, and I'm going to be using an article to explain this so you guys can easily understand. So it is very important that you enhance or you improve your search engine optimization ranking. For those of you that don't really know what SEO is, so SEO means search engine optimization. So guys, we are going to be discussing them one after the other, and if you have any question, don't forget to use the comment section, and of course if you have any contribution, so don't forget to send it over or use the comment section to contribute as well. Now let's move over to the articles that we are going to be using to perform this tutorial. Now you can see here it says 11 steps to improve SEO ranking, and the first one is you have to improve your page loading speed. So this is very important, because in every SEO course that you come across, the first thing that you are advised to do is to make sure that your website load speed is very fast. So this is very important, because this is one of the things that Google considers, or Google crawler considers, when they visit your website. So they check out to see if your website loads very fast, and if it does, it's an edge in your SEO as well, and of course an edge in your ranking as well. So your page loading time is very important, because first of all, if your page load speed is terribly slow or very slow, Google will recognize this, and it is likely to harm your ranking. In fact, it will harm your ranking. And also a slow website will not impact the way your website visitor engage with your pages. So it is important that your website is very fast, and this will go a long way in improving your traffic as well, and of course the general user experience of your website. So page load speed is very important. Now you can see it says research shows 40% of visitors will abandon website if the page takes longer than 3 seconds to load. So this is actually true. So what's even more shocking is that 80% of those visitors would return to that website. So if your website is very fast, you are likely to get a lot of visitors returning to your website after the first experience. So you need to make sure that your website loads very fast on the internet. So the Google algorithm will recognize your website popularity, and of course adjust your search ranking accordingly. So now let's move over to the second one on the list, which is produce high quality content. So you need to understand that it is actually content that drives traffic. So if you publish or you produce quality content to audience, you are likely to get them always coming back to your website to check if you have uploaded or published a new content. So publishing high quality content goes a long way in actually helping your website rank better, and of course enhancing or improving your SEO. So if you haven't touched it since the day you build it, you probably don't have a great SEO ranking right now. So to drive in more traffic to your website and to increase its popularity, you need to give visitors a reason to always come back to your website. So once you have a good content, visitors will always want to come back and check to see if you have uploaded a new content, and this can go a long way in impacting your SEO ranking positively, and of course increasing your traffic as well. Now the second one is so what do we have at the second one here? Sorry guys, I think I've missed it. third one here is optimize your link. So it is very important that you optimize your link. So there are certain things you can do to increase your website's credibility, and sure, you need to make sure that you optimize your website link. So this is also a great way you can actually have a good SEO ranking. So you should not only link to authority site, but also make sure all the information is recent. And notice that outbound links to resource. So now let's take a look at what we have here. Fix any broken links. So if you have broken links in your website, you need to make sure that you fix them. So in my previous video, I talked about how you can use a plugin to actually fix this. So if you have broken link and you want to redirect all the broken links to a particular page, there's a plugin for that, which I have explained in my previous video. Now there's a tool here that you can use to check for links with errors in your website, and it is called Dead Link Checker. So with this, you can actually check to find out if there is any broken links or dead links in your website that can affect your SEO ranking, and of course your website in general. Now you need to find opportunities on Buzzsumo. So I think we don't really need that. Now let's move over to the fourth one, which is optimize your sites for mobile devices. You need to understand that higher percentage of people that visits a website are actually those that use their mobile or their smartphone to do that. So you need to make sure that your mobile use, your mobile optimization is very necessary. So now, in fact, over 60% of Google searches come from mobile devices, and Google recognizes these and ranks sites accordingly. So if you have a website that requires you to have a mobile app, you can also do that. Create a mobile app. You probably think this is not a good idea, but it is. You can create an app, and this can also help to increase or enhance your SEO. Now the fifth thing you need to do is that you have to properly format your page. So this is very necessary. So you have to take your time and work on formatting your page. Your page needs to be very clear, very well organized, and of course very neat as well. So you have to consider things like your font size, the typography, and of course use color text, bold font and italics where they are necessary. And things such as bullet points and checklists make it easy for visitors to easily navigate through your content and get to check your content, and of course find what they are looking for. Now the sixth thing that you can also do to improve your website SEO is that you can encourage sharing on social media. So once you start doing this, you will start your website will start getting active and of course gaining popularity, and this is very good for SEO. So every business and website needs to be active on social media, so that's very important. So but what's not as well known is that you can get your SEO ranking improved if people share links to your website on social media. So you need to make sure that you put this into notes because it helps a lot. So there are different social media that you can actually share your content to. There are a lot of social media platforms out there. There are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on that you can actually use to share your content. Now let's discuss the next one on the list, which is very important. So this is use keywords appropriately. So this is very important. So that as a blogger, you need to make sure that you have some important tool like Ahrefs, like SEMrush, that you can actually use to search for keyword, or even Google keyword checker as well. So keywords play a very important role in this area. So if you want to include words people search throughout your content, you have to do that appropriately. So if you go overboard saturating your website with lots of keywords, Google will pick up on this and it will have an adverse effect on your ranking. So you need to make sure that you use keywords appropriately. And also the keywords should fit naturally into sentences. So this is very important. Now include them in your header tags and even in image captures. So this is very important. So next one is number 8, which is create clean, focused and optimized URLs. So you need to make sure that you create a clean, focus and optimized URL. So this also go a long way in affecting your SEO. So while your title tag needs to be emotional, your URL doesn't. Let me see an example of what I'm talking about. As you can see here, so this is an example. So make sure you use latent semantic indexing. So this is important. The number 9 thing that you need to do is to get your name out there. So you need to make sure that you do all of this, because these are very important. So the way you can get you can go for question answer sites. You can also engage in interview. You can also become an expert in your niche and influencing the influencers and so on. So there are a lot of things that you need to do to actually get to that point. So guys, let's talk about the 10th thing that you need to do that can also go a long way in affecting your SEO. Remember, the topic is 11 easy and best ways to improve your SEO ranking. Now number 10 thing is get set up on Google Business. So local SEO is important, especially if you're a brick and mortar business. If you have been skipping on this SEO, you will have to spend a few times setting up an account on Google Business, because this is very important. So this is an image of our Google Business looks like, as you can see here. So the purpose for this is that it can actually give you a huge advantage over competitors who fail to capitalize on this powerful resource. Now you can also set up a Google News as well. You have to get into Google News as well. So news articles get pulled by Google on 2 steps. So this can actually go a long way in helping you get traffic, and of course can also improve your SEO. So this is an example, a screenshot of what Google News page look like on Google. So you can actually use this to you can say start a new section on your blog, update it regularly, like 1 to 2 new posts a day is good. Publish authoritative, unique, original and newsworthy content, and so on. Now let's talk about the last one on the list, which is use tools to outperform content marketing. Now what this actually implies is that you can see here it says what's the number 1 way websites are getting linked these days? Content marketing, right? And although that's correct, it doesn't mean it is the best form of link building. And it says I found that releasing free tools in the marketplace generates more backlinks and traffic over time. So if you can release free tool, you can also get backlink, like you can increase your page view per visitors from 1.8 to 2.3, decrease bounce rate from 34% to 63, increase time on site from 2 minutes to 10 seconds to 3 minutes to 10 seconds, and of course increase visitor loyalty. So guys, that's it on 11 ways that you can improve your SEO ranking, and this was actually picked from an article was actually used from the site, which is called let me show you guys the name of this website. It's called Sprott. So Quick Sprott is actually the name of the website where this article was picked from. So guys, that's all for this tutorial. I will see you guys shortly in the next tutorial.